UMS is a fairly recently formed company, started in 2015. It really was an initial private equity play from investors from the UK. They bought the old shaft sinkers business and the Mets business, and the intention has been over the last couple of years to regrow that business back to the strength that it has come from in the past. We based, actually, the parent company is based in the UK, but we've got offices in South Africa and Pretoria, and then jobs in various areas around the world.
So shaft sinking is a very niche contracting type of business. Very few people do it. There's probably 3 or 4 major players in the world. Shaft sinkers, being so old, it's 60 years, has sunk over 150 shafts or been involved in over 150 shafts. The reputation in itself has positioned itself to be a world-renowned company.
We're trying to make UMS far more than what shaft sinkers was in the past, and really the areas of focus there is firstly we've got advantages, unique advantages, such as our deep level shaft sinking skills and ability, which I think are unparalleled in the world. 60-year track record in doing really good work there. But we've had a lot more to offer than that. We've got a very strong design capability that used to do a lot of work in-house for the company, but has tremendous value to add to the greater industry. So the idea there is that we actually start expanding on that ability, not only just to look at the shaft work now, but also other areas within industry which we've got really good capability. Certainly my background, and to some extent, or to a large extent, Murray's background as well, was involved with a lot broader aspect of the mining industry than just the shaft side of it. So when it comes to underground infrastructure, surface infrastructure, projects in the mining industry in general, multidisciplinary, not just the mining aspect, even mineral processing plants. We've got that capability, and we intend to grow in that.
So the UMS Group has positioned itself in the last 12 months very nicely with a new contract in the USA for the US government, Department of Energy, and that is a nice long-term contract, and they're currently negotiating on now in Botswana, which is also very important for the group. And then the Mets design has increased their skills with a lot of complementary skills to the design office, and is very well positioned, done a number of feasibility studies or part thereof with vertical shafts.
I joined, in fact, just over 12 months ago, so I've been driving the issues fairly hard. The first thing we had to do was really clean up a lot of the legacy issues that came with the business up until that point. The business itself needed some attention in terms of just making sure we had the right structures and systems in place to be able to conduct business effectively. So there's been a lot of internal focus in terms of getting the business into, let's say, a good shape. But concurrent with that, we've also worked really hard to try and expand in the markets that I've mentioned, and I must say that is really starting to pay dividends now. So we've picked up 2 major jobs, which those alone will take us through the next 3 years in a fairly good position, and that gives us a whole lot of room to be able to develop the other areas of the business. But that said, it's not just those 2 jobs that we've won. We've won design jobs in various markets as well, and in fact also even on the mineral processing side that I mentioned, we've picked up a number of jobs that we've some completed with and some progressing in. So the last 12 months, although it's been hard work, hasn't necessarily paid in terms of the bottom line, has certainly been hugely beneficial in terms of setting the business up.